Hello, this is a video showing you how I want you to paraphrase. For me, paraphrasing is explaining someone else's idea in your own words. And these are the 4 steps that I like to take when paraphrasing. In this video, I'm going to be paraphrasing paragraph 2 from this article by Kevin Roos. You can pause the video if you want to read the steps or the original text more closely. Okay, here we go. Step 1, read the original text until you fully understand the original idea. So please read this, pause it, read it. For me, I had to read it a few times. You may have to read it many times. You may have to look up some words. You may have to ask somebody else about what it means. But you cannot paraphrase it. You cannot explain this idea until you know exactly what it means. Okay, so once you know what it means, you can go to step 2. Recite the idea without looking at the text. And here you want to use your own voice. You want to sound like you. The only way you're going to do that is if you delete it. Don't look at it and try to explain it. So I'm going to try to explain it now. People normally think that in the future, robots are going to take all of our jobs and we're going to lose our jobs. But maybe the real problem is that we're going to have to work for robots. Robots aren't going to take our jobs. They're going to take our bosses' jobs. Maybe they're going to take our jobs and our bosses' jobs, but they're going to become our supervisors. Okay, to me, that's the point that Roos is making in that paragraph, and I just said it in my own way, in my own understanding. So now I'm going to do step 3, write the idea without looking at the original text, and I'm going to cite the author's name. So what did I say? I said normally people expect that in the future, robots will take over our jobs. It's possible, however, that the more scary possibility is that we will be working for the robots in the future because they will take over they will become our supervisors. Okay. Okay. Now, maybe this isn't perfect yet. I'm sure if we spend more time, we could make this a more interesting sentence or a better sentence, but that's a good start. We need to cite the author's name. The author's name is Roos. So you could do this a few ways. You could say Roos stated that, and you could use whatever verb fits best here, normally, like this. And sometimes it helps to say the paragraph. Or you could put Roos at the end, like this. A third way to do it would be to say according to Roos. These are the most common ones. And that's good. So we just wrote the idea without looking at the original text. Let's do 4. Look at what we wrote and make sure it's different from the original. So this is the original. And now I'm just looking to see whether I copied something by mistake. And I'm looking. Replace the bosses. I didn't really say replace the bosses. I didn't. Yeah. So it looks great. I think this is a good paraphrase. And that's what my recommended paraphrase steps. I'm going to add one thing that you should not do with paraphrasing. Should not do, and what I see students do sometimes, and that is you start with the original text and you start changing words. So for example, maybe I'll go in here and I'll say, for many years, people have thought about lots, right? So one thing you should not do with paraphrasing is take the original sentence and start to change words, because when you do that, it's not going to sound like your own voice. The only way to make it sound like your own voice is actually to delete the original, or not to look at the original text, and to find a way of saying it that is your voice, that sounds like you. That's the goal. All right, thanks. Good luck, everybody.